I'm not dead. That sounds like something interesting.
It's just a way to reconnect with our ancestral kinship ties and have a good time on the water, enjoy our company, and just celebrate, I guess, our heritage in a fun and positive manner.
So this is how your ancestors would have traveled in Coos Bay?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, amongst other things, right?
More new stuff. I would expect you to bring him, not me. What's your first favorite? Ready? Are you tightened up?
Wallace, bless these canoes and the people who are manning them. Let them have a nice day for a race. Let them have fair winds and following seas. In Wallace's name, amen.
Hey, thanks, George.
You're welcome.
Thanks, George.
Oh, in first place is Stonkia with the Grand Run Youth Canoe.
Sticks to crisp them up with.
Credibility is huge. I mean, it's, you put the facts together and you tell the story, the complete picture, then that builds your credibility. Trust is key, because if they don't trust what it is that you're doing every single week, then they're not going to subscribe to the paper, they're not going to buy the paper, they're going to look for other sources to find the news that they want.
Every month, Ranchito Grill teams up with Rick Dancer TV to give away 2 free dinners to some lucky winner. All you got to do is go into Ranchito Grill, have dinner, fill out your name, your phone number, We'll draw once a month and call you and let you know right here on the show if you are the winner.
What I will tell you, about our food is that we prepare everything from scratch. So we make sure we hire people that have the passion for making food. That's one of the ingredients. The other one, we make sure that our recipes, they use the ingredients that we tell them to use. And before we put it into the market, we make sure we test, try it. What I love about this business is the people. I'm a people person, so I love to interact with people.
Hi, I'm Rick Dancer. This is Exploregon, and we are in Adel, Oregon. And this is the Adel store, the only thing in Adel but a gas station and a few houses. It's on this really cool outback loop that Travel Oregon has established for cyclists and motorcycle riders. It's a road, it's a beautiful road. My wife just rode it on her bike. That's that over there. And it is absolutely stunning, but you're out literally in the middle of nowhere. A super cool couple just purchased this about a year ago. It was built in hold on, I'll get you a date. It was built in 1897, and the store still exists, and it's just a super cool little place sitting out in the middle of all that beauty. Look at that. All right, this is the inside. Check this out. Isn't that amazing? That's the store. And I'm going to introduce, oh, here comes the food. Hold on. Now you got to see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
We should have
Just a small little salad and a burger. Oh, have a couple tater tots.
Thank you. I would like a fork, please. A really big toothpick.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
How are you?
So good.
So how did you come to own the Adel store?
We'd lived here for a year and really fell in love with the people here. And it had been for sale the whole time we were here. The young lady who owned it had done a wonderful job with it, but her heart was more outside than in the store. And so she would admit any day that this is not what she wanted to do long term. And so she talked to us about the opportunity to be able to lease it from them, see if it's really something that we would want to do. And surprisingly, Roger and my talents, though different, complemented each other well in it. And so
is that like finally for the first time in your marriage you went, wait, it's working?
Exactly.
I understand that.
This is how we're supposed to work together. Yeah. So it's just been fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
So this is Roger, the other half of Jesse. How did you guys get doing this?
Well, we moved here working on a ranch. I got a job at a ranch, local ranch here, and was able to do a little bit of cowboying and ranching, and fell in love with the area. The store had kind of closed down a little bit, and we were branding season, and some of the locals said, "Oh, you guys ought to buy the store," and I thought it was a joke, but we really fell in love with the area and saw it as a way to stay here, and so we went for it. Here we are.
So branding, what is branding to you? Well, because I noticed you're a little bit infatuated with it.
Well, it's branding's just a way of life around here, but it's a lot of fun. It's an opportunity to rope, be with a lot of people, have great fellowship, and
it's a family thing, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
I think people in the Valley probably don't understand branding because you think, oh, this is what, but it's really like my son's done it, and it's kind of like a bonding thing.
It's everybody helping everybody, and that's what I love about this area, is whether you're getting along or not getting along, or it's raining or sunny or whatever, if you need help, somebody's going to come help you, and it's a wonderful way to live, and I appreciate it, and here we are.
Because you came from the city.
Well, no, not
Well,
really.
Redmond.
That's where we raised our family. Yeah, I was born and raised in Klamath Falls, and so I had been raised around cattle and horses my whole life, but and we had horses, and I broke colts and that kind of thing in Central Oregon, but.
But you went to work for a school district.
I did, yeah.
And then in your 40s you two decided, let's go back to being a cowboy.
That's right. That's right. Well, we raised our kids and we did our time, and we decided we wanted to go do what we wanted to do and live our lives instead of wait until we retire to live our life. So
kind of a gutsy thing to do in this day and age.
People think we're crazy, but I'm glad we're crazy because this is great.
As you know it.
I don't know a ton about the history, but what I do know is it pretty much originated for the MC Ranch. The MC Ranch, I'm trying to remember how many, I think it was 600,000 acres or something like that. I could be wrong. Anyway, from what I understand and talking to locals, there was about 300 cowboys that worked on the MC Ranch, and then they had a hay crew and whatnot. But anyway, the Adel store was a post office at one point. It was built in 1896, and there was a post office. There used to be a dentist office upstairs. I've heard rumors of possibly a brothel. I don't know.
Didn't everybody have one of those? Every town you go to, there's like the craziness, But hey.
So. But yeah, there used to be an actual country store. They sold clothes. There was a saddle shop here, and it just supported the MC Ranch. It sold out in 92 or 93, and anyway,
it's still doing the same thing though. You're still supplying for the people out here in the ranch and stuff.
Yep. There's a lot less people here now, but that's okay.
It's got to feel good.
It's wonderful.
At the end of the day, you sleep better.
I wish.
Thank you, Roger. Well, good afternoon, almost noon. You are now looking at one of Oregon's newest mountain bike trails. And you guys, this thing goes from all the way into just on the other side of the California border, all the way up through the Fremont and Wainema National Forests, which are in Lake County. Then it goes through also some of the Willamette National Forest and some of the Deschutes National Forest, and ends up all the way in Hood River, Oregon. So it is an amazing trail, and it's used by mountain bikers from all over the world. And here to talk with me, and we are recording, honey, if it doesn't come on there.
It's not coming on.
So you are?
Scott Stoffel, and I am the Recreation Program Manager for the Fremont Wainema National Forest.
Let's turn this way because then we're going to get sun there. Yeah. So the trail's right there. So tell people about this trail.
So we are standing on the Crane Mountain National Recreation Trail 160. It is the users for this trail include mountain bikers, hikers, and horseback riders. And it stretches, we're at the Roger Meadow Trailhead. We're at about 6,400 feet in elevation, and it goes from here down to Crane Mountain, that's about 11 miles to the south of us, and then another 8 miles to the Oregon-California border, and then it's 4 miles from there down to Cave Lake, which is the starting point for the Oregon Timber Trail, which uses the footprint of this trail.
So this trail goes all the way up to Hood River, and there's all these trails have been intricately kind of here already. You guys have just found a way with the Forest Service and landowners and stuff to kind of hook it all together.
Yeah, it's the Oregon Timber Trail Alliance that, in conjunction with Travel Oregon, that has put together the connected all the dots for the trail system.
So how long did that take to get that all happen?
Our part on it was, probably has occurred over the last 2 years, and I'm not sure how much longer they have been working on the project, but it definitely has been in full swing in the last 2 years and has been implemented within the last year for actual use.
So how many miles is it total?
It's 669 miles total. About 200 of those miles are on the Fremont Wainema National Forest.
So you've seen people up here. You were saying earlier that you've seen folks here from Scotland.
Correct. Yeah, and from all over the state of Oregon, but also all over the nation.
because not only Travel Oregon's pushing it, but this is being pushed in national magazines on mountain biking, and people are really looking for that other kind of adventure, aren't they?
Yes, one of there's a couple key things that I would say about this location that are special and unique. One of them is the solitude. You do have a lot of the system to yourself when you're out here. Another, I would say, is the diversity of the landscapes, because you move back and forth in the transition zone between the sage steppe desert and the forest. And then the third is also the night skies. We're in one of the darkest areas within the nation. And so when you're out here, you can definitely have a blanket of the Milky Way and the constellations above you.
That's what brings people here, huh?
I think so.
Is it tough? I mean, riding 700 miles is going to be hard, you know?
So I'm a hiker. I've heard people say, though, that it is very challenging, especially this part here. Crane Mountain is the highest point on the trail system, and it's at about 8,455 feet. One of the issues that we keep dealing with here is the blowdown in the winter, and so there are times when there's trees across the trail, so that adds another layer of complexity to their experience.
So you guys, I know this is cutting in and out a little bit, but it will record it. You can go back and watch it, the whole thing, and you'll see the whole interview. But where we are is, this is just outside of Lakeview, and probably 10 miles out into the Forest Service. This is one of the places where people connect onto the trail.
Yeah, so the Roger Meadow Trailhead is the closest connection point to the community of Lakeview, which is located about 7 miles to the west of us here.
And let me show you again, this is a little section of the trail right up in here. And this is where people are starting. And how long does it take people usually to do it? Do you know?
It varies. It depends on the intensity of the user.
Yeah, it would take me forever to get up there.
Yeah.
So other things people can find out. You're from here. You know Lakeview. Recreationally, this place is getting discovered, isn't it?
I think we definitely are on an upward trend of use, for sure.
And you know what we should do? We should get that map. Plus, I want to go back here. You guys, we're going to walk over here. And I want to get that map so I can really show them what the trail looks like. So I got to show you one more thing. So you go grab the map.
Okay.
And I got to show you guys something. I know this is cutting in and out, you guys, just because we're way up in the middle of the forest. It will record it and show it to you. You can go back and watch the whole thing, and it'll be on there. It's just technology. But we're way out in the middle of nowhere, and we're actually able to do this. So did you know what he just showed me? I had no idea. Did you guys know if you go up to a pine tree when it's in the sun like this, it smells like vanilla? Did you know that? I didn't know that. I had no clue. I didn't know that's what pine trees smelled like when you got a little heat on them. So we're going to show you the map so you'll have a good idea what this is. And I put the website up there. Oregon, what is it? Oregon Trails?
OregonTimberTrail.org is the official.
OregonTimberTrail.org is the official site number. Now, so here we.
Okay, so we are located right here.
Okay.
At Roger Trailhead, and it's about 11
And here's
miles.
Lakeview over here, guys.
Yep, so about 7 miles.
So this is where we are right now. And this trail, follow it with your finger, and I'll just follow you.
So the trail is this red line here. So let's go to the starting point first,
okay.
Which is Cave Lake, and it follows the road system out of Cave Lake, connects into the Crane Mountain National Recreation Trail 162 here, which is an 8-mile section. And this, in addition to horseback riding, mountain biking, and hiking, also includes motorized use.
Okay.
But then the rest of the trail system is just the 3 uses.
And see, guys, it just goes up in here
to Roger Meadow, cuts across, goes over to Walker Trailhead, around Bulls Prairie, comes down this canyon system here along Crooked Creek. It ends up hitting Highway 395. You have to come back to the county road system here and then connect into our Cox Pass area. Then it continues along up to Moss Pass, Morgan Butte, comes up into the Shuacan crossing. So you're crossing the Shuacan River here, and you're close to the community of Paisley, Oregon. Continues on, ends up connecting to Winter Rim, where you're overlooking the Summer Lake Valley. And then it continues on. We got to flip to the other side of the map.
So you could do sections of this if you wanted to.
Oh, definitely. So
you guys, basically where it ends up is Hood River. in the Hood River area. So you're going through the entire state of Oregon on this trail. And it officially kind of came out as this trail, the Oregon Timber Trail, 2 years ago. Travel Oregon's really big on behind this and pushing it. And that's kind of the instigator of this. But we wanted to kind of give you an idea of what you're going to see and what this is going to be like. Because a huge chunk of 200 miles of it, of the 600, is right
Almost
here
200.
in Lake County.
It's in Lake and some of Klamath County too. It does end up going through Chemult, Oregon, which is located on our Chemult Ranger District on the Wainema side of the forest.
All right, well, thanks for bringing us up here. And again, you guys, for those of you who are watching, and it keeps cutting in and out, it will record it. It will give you this whole thing together if you go back and watch once it renders it and gets it on there. So thanks for bringing us up here. I'm just shocked that we got a signal. And I showed him your little pine tree thing.
And that is a good point too about safety up here. You know, this is a remote area and you don't want to be dependent upon your technological devices to get you through the trail system. It's best if you do have a backup, a map and a compass and know how to use them.
You mean a real old-fashioned map?
A real old-fashioned map.
There you go, guys. Your technology is not going to save your life, but knowing something ahead of time, bringing a compass and bringing that may. All right, we will... Thanks for watching. I'm Rick Dancer. We're in Lakeview. We will be joining you around 2 o'clock from the fair, talking to some amazing kids at the 4-H fair. 3 o'clock, we've got a lady who's been here forever. She's going to talk a little bit about her history. And then later tonight, we're going to be at the fairgrounds in the re-ride room, chatting it up with folks down there. It's like little bark on that roof. Well, they're like boards, like rough sawn boards. I love this little artwork here. The metal, the little metal artwork, and nice little picnic tables. This is so cool. There's the new rest area, revised, fixed, and over there, the little town of Fort Rock.
What we offer is a source of news that can be trusted. You know, it's in an era where everybody's trying to be the first to get the news out. We actually do some research and talk to the sources and get the story and all the details behind the story.
This is Coos Bay. And I forgot to bring my gimbal with me. But we came down this little area off of Coos Head. We've never been out here before, like a little section. Look how beautiful that is.
We found this trail and we thought we'd go down it. And this is what we came to.
So
and
this,
then the big surprise.
Yeah, we have a huge surprise. So hold on. So here's. Oh, hon, can you move that out for people? Hola. And so there's Charleston is back in there. Beautiful thing. We came down this thing. There's a rope that you get down with. But look, check this out. We came down here. I never knew this was here, but look. There's a freaking cave. There's like a cave that goes through there. Under this rock. Okay, so hold on.
Now locals probably know about
I bet locals know about this. We don't know anything about what this is. But check that out.
Is it man-made or?
So there's this frickin' cave that goes through the cape. Yeah. And it's really tempting but scary. Check that out.
Don't go.
Oh man. We
It's
could go.
not that it's scary, it's just that it's probably wet all in the middle of that.
What if we try over here? I think we're gonna lose our signal if we do this. But it comes through here. Check that out. Yeah, we didn't either, Deborah. I had no clue this was in here. Of course, we've never been down here.
Is Deborah local?
It's kind of freaky.
But it isn't wet.
It's not wet.
Oh my gosh, it's too long. I can't go all the way down.
You guys, so where we are is you go out Coos Head, where the ranger or the Coast Guard station is. There's a gravel road that comes out of Charleston, Oregon.
What was the name of that road? Was it Coos Head Road?
Yeah, it was Coos Head Road. And then this is like a little pull-off before you get to the Coast Guard station. And then we'd never been here before, so we
just saw a trail and
we
then
thought,
we walked.
And I can't please keep going, Jim. No, yeah.
Yeah, well,
the
we'll
signal
see if we're brave enough, and if we do, we'll use the flashlight from the phone, and if we get to the other side and we have service, we'll show you.
Oh, Dennis says that cave had some military purpose back during one of the world wars, is what I've heard. That makes sense because up on top is the Coast Guard station.
And it is long. It doesn't
it's
look
really,
as long.
really.
Once you get in there, it is like, I don't know how far that is.
It kind of freaks you out because it's like
You don't know
get
what's
in there,
in the
you
middle.
don't. Oh, Jim, shut up! No, keep going. You do it. Just saw this. It is natural or man-made. We don't know, Laura. We have no idea.
We can't
tell. I kind of think
it's man-made.
I think it's man-made. Okay, you guys, we're back, and we did it.
Can you see?
Yeah. So here's the cave, right in here. We came through.
We used the flashlight.
We had to get our flashlight on so we could do it. So that's the other side, and then you come out here. And we are right here, and that's Bastendorf Beach right there. So there's a rope that people use, apparently, to get up there.
To climb up.
And that's Coos Bay, right there.